For this video, I'm going to talk about 5 topics and make a little comparison with traveling in Thailand versus traveling in China. Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Aiden. So I spent a week in Thailand, half in Phuket and half in Bangkok. And I'd like to share about my experience with you guys. Let's do a little self-introduction. If you're first time in my channel, my name is Aiden. I am native Chinese, 100%, but I studied in America for 4 years for my college degree. If you care, it's marketing degree. So my channel is focusing on interviewing people in China. And I also take a trip to overseas, travel once in a while. If you're interested in coming to Asia or China, check out my content. So let's get started. Let's get into the topic. Number 1, safety. What is safety like in Thailand? So throughout all these previous interviews, I met people from all over the world. A lot of people say, oh, China is so safe. Without comparison, you don't really know how safe China is. First, I went to Phuket and then I do a little test. I just walk around at night, try to find any homeless, try to find any drunk people, try to find any like motorcycle people, people on the bike. They try to steal things from you. I was walking for hours in Phuket town, spent hours walking in Bangkok city. Not a single thing happened to me. I can walk around, or I can be on the phone with my friend. I can have headphones on, listening to music. I can walk around, check out my map once in a while, like, oh shoot, where am I? It's completely safe. This is amazing. And also when I was filming out there, I was holding my camera the whole time. Sometimes I went for a walk. I just go everywhere. Bouncing into some quite not touristy spot. It might seem a little like ghettos, the hood or something. I feel completely safe. No one's staring me, no one's stalking me. So how different is the safety here in Thailand versus China? First of all, China has significantly more surveillance cameras installed everywhere, not just in big cities but also in rural areas and in the countryside. This extensive surveillance system contributes to a strong sense of safety. Additionally, since the digital payments are the norm in China, the risk of theft, such as like snatching in public, is very low. So whether you are a female traveler or traveling solo, China is generally considered very safe. The country also has a vibrant nightlife with many people out at nighttime. On the other hand, Thailand doesn't have as many cameras as China, but however, Thai culture is heavily influenced by the religion, which encourages people to be generally kind. In my personal opinion, I think Thai people tend to smile more and generally friendlier compared to Chinese people. Thailand's economy relies heavily on international tourism, which has shaped its culture to be more welcoming to foreigners. In contrast, China has traditionally focused more on domestic tourism, but it has recently started opening up to more international visitors. Alright, next topic, hospitality for international tourists. This is my favorite part. Throughout the past, I've done some interviews on, how hard it is traveling in China if you don't speak Chinese or if you don't download any social media apps. But it's so easy. In Thailand, it's so easy. Everywhere I go, I can pay by cash, I can pay by Visa or credit card. Some places even accept WeChat and Alipay. Well, that's not important. And everywhere has currency exchange. I can just change my RMB or US dollars to Thai baht. You do have to bring your passport when you go for money exchange. So that's big number 1 about hospitality. But in China, it gets a little tricky. You have to have WeChat and Alipay, which means you have to link your credit card before you come to China. And sometimes not all the credit cards are accepted on Alipay. So that's number 1 difference. Second is, for example, when you call Grab or Bolt, it's like a Uber in Thailand. When you talk to the drivers and the texting part, you can automatically translate into English. I'm not sure about other language, at least English you get the option. I hope China work on that. 3, people actually ask me, do you get discriminated or do you get treated differently as a Chinese traveling in Thailand? Well, myself speaking English without a very strong Chinese accent, I think is American accent. Whatever you say, I agree. And I'm a very extremely outgoing person, so I just engage with the local all the time. And first everybody believe I'm Thai. They start speaking in Thai to me. I'm like, Sawadee krap, no, I don't speak Thai, I'm Chinese. I get 9 out of 10 people say out of Thai. I guess this is a good thing. I blend in everywhere I go. And one other thing about hospitality is I stayed in hostel, a cheap hotel, and a very nice Airbnb. So I was trying to feel like, oh yeah, how different the hospitality might be depends on what price I'm paying. But surprisingly, it's all the same. Like, people are so friendly, they're welcoming, they bow to you, sawadee krap, sawadee ka. And a lot of people speak English, like basic English. Basic enough you can have a basic conversation, like what time do I have to check out and where's your room? hot shower, Wi-Fi, and was accessible nearby here. This is a big bonus point for traveling in Thailand. China, probably barely here you can find any English speaker, but I'm sure Chinese people are very similar with Thai people, are very friendly. But when it comes to, service industry, I think Thai people do a better job. For example, when I was checking in the cheap hotel, and the guy was leading me into the room. He opened the curtain for me, opened the bathroom door. He's like, here's the bathroom. This is the AC remote. I'm so surprised. Nobody done this to me before. And I also went to a Thai massage, which I only pay 300 RMB. So that would be 1,500 Thai baht without helping anyone, of course. And people are so friendly. They serve me drink. They don't have much conversation with me. I enjoy the quietness, to be honest. But once you are a foreigner in China, they trying to have conversation with you, which is quite annoying. It's fun for a couple times, but later on just get annoying. I mean, because China is kind of new for international tourists, so there's a little difference. Okay, topic number 3, people's manners. Thai people are so friendly. Super friendly. Talking about people's manner, I want to say in Thai, I never see anybody smoking on the street besides those Western travelers. I never see anybody spit on the road. I never see anybody walking on the sidewalk and blocking the whole road. Whether in Phuket or Bangkok, never. This is so nice. I just came from Beijing. Beijing, every few steps you walk, you hear people like, every few seconds. I'm not joking. This is serious. In the south is better. Where I live is Guangdong. A lot better. Not just I hate it, all the new generation hate it too. Nobody smoking in the elevator. Oh, another thing you gotta mention is people chewing so loud in China, but in Thai people kind of eat quiet. For example, when I went to a food court, and also I'm so surprised by how many food courts are there in Thailand. Like every shopping mall I go, food court. For solo traveler, it's the best. But in China, every shopping mall is like, based on like a few group of people traveling together, or like, at least you gotta have a friend to eat with you. Just personal preference, not much you can talk about. It's cultural things. And also, you don't see a lot of people scrolling down on their TikTok, Douyin shit, and just playing like with the maximum volume. But in China, it's very common. But in Thailand, it's so quiet. Love it. Number 4, retail business. Recently, there's the news in China. There's no more you can buy a stuff, use it, and return it for free. For example, you buy a coffee machine. You use a couple of days in effect, oh, I don't like it, so I can return it without any cost. You don't even have to pay for shipping fees. This is crazy. Apparently that's quite popular for Chinese users. That's like a hobby almost. It just become a normal thing for all the e-commerce platform. So that's why like in China e-commerce platforms, yes, it's convenient, yes, it's cheap, and yes, it's really bad circumstance, it's really unhealthy economy, it's very bad for the retailer business. So imagine this, like for example, you go to a retail store and then you saw a really cool looking hoodie and the retail store costs like $100 US, but if you just take out your phone, you scan on the Taobao, you can probably pay $10 or $20. Would you still buy in the retail store? So eventually just the retail store like going bad and it just gets boring when you go to like an actual store. But in Thailand, it's different. When I go to Bangkok, I felt like, oh my God, there's so many beautiful things. And when you go to a shopping mall, there's so many beautiful designs, especially the Chinese New Year design. I'm surprised. They are so emphasis on the Chinese New Year. People gonna hate me say that. Somehow the Chinese New Year decoration in Thailand, in Bangkok specifically, are better looking, finer taste than a lot of Chinese New Year decoration in China. The musics are quiet, smooth, classic Deng Lijun style. But let's get back to retail business. So I shop in, a few malls. I can't say Central or something. I felt like so beautiful, so quiet to shop there. All these shopping mall designs are not the fanciest, but it's just comfortable. And I'm also surprised with the buildings in Bangkok. They build up. Like the shopping mall can up to like 7 floors, 10 floors. Probably not 10 floors. I'm being exaggerating. But the Chinese one, they build wide. Well, just a little background information. I feel like there's so many beautiful things to buy. For example, I shop in the store called Good Goods. It's so beautiful. I bought a few bags there just for souvenir for friends and family. Maybe you have more stores like this in Shanghai or Hong Kong, but in Beijing, I don't find many cute stores like that. So I felt like a lot of stuff are very affordable in Thailand. It's because the competition on the e-commerce and retails are not really high, intense, like China. Last, tradition Chinese culture, tradition Chinese heritage in Thailand. So throughout my whole journey, I try to have conversation with some, somehow look Chinese Thai. Like the way I judge it is by they have a store with the Chinese names on it. So I talk to a lot of people. From the language part, people don't really like, for example, a lot of Thai people, their grandparents are Chinese or they are half Chinese, but they don't speak Chinese. So I saw the store is in Chinese names, so I was just wondering like, are you guys Chinese?
That's my ancestor.
Oh, okay.
My grandparent.
Okay, so you were born and raised here?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
We're Thai.
You're Thai?
Yeah.
Do you consider yourself as Chinese or you Thai?
Like half Chinese, half Thai.
Oh, okay, interesting. Yeah, it's cool. 你会说多少中文？
中国人一点。
一点点。好吧，谢谢。
Okay.
对。
My grandfather come from Chinese, but I born at the Yavalat, Bangkok.
Can you speak Chinese?
No, I cannot.
What about Cantonese? Hokkien, Cantonese?
No.
No, it's okay. Is your family from China before?
Yeah, before.
Oh.
Yeah, my wife is family is Chinese.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
That's
she
cool.
related that she cannot speak Chinese.
Okay.
Thai,
okay.
and
Okay.
Chinese.
So a lot of people here are from China, like the ancestors are from China.
Yeah. Many.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Have a lovely day. Bye bye.
Yeah, bye.
Bye. Thank
再见.
you. Thank you.
Bye bye. But when you walk on the street, for example, Chinatown, or you walk in Bangkok, the shopping malls, the interior design, the food culture, like Pad Thai is very similar with the Cantonese fried noodles here. From culture, like what you can see on the street. When I was in Phuket Town, I saw many decorations, like for example, what do you call those on the road? Sa Jing Gai. Those has even Chinese style. A lot of stores has Chinese names on it, and also like where we pray for the land of God or Guan Yin Pusa. And then we have a similar God, maybe just different names. I would say the most memorable thing was a Hokkien lady. I just randomly saw a store in Phuket Town, and then I walk in, try to have a conversation with her. Sawadee Kap. She doesn't speak Mandarin, she doesn't speak English. She speaks Thai and she speaks Hokkien, but my hometown is from Santou. We speak the Chaoshan dialect. Oh, Hokkien. What do you And I able to have some conversation with her. When I try to buy water, she's like, no, take it. And please be safe. How can I even take it for free? I felt like, 不，Q 了。帮我寄。好，谢谢。
我ลูก平安ถึงด้วยชิวนะ平安นะด้วยชิวนะโบแบโบเทียนะ我ลูกติโอโหหลายทิศโฉ平安หลายคือ平安ตู้ติโอหลังนะ
谢谢。I felt like Thai people and Chinese people are very, very similar. We are from the same ancestors. Our countries are right next to each other. So I never felt unsafe in Thailand. I never felt people are unfriendly. But the more of I felt this rich culture, there's more tradition culture, well more preserved in Thailand. And I felt like the hospitality are super advanced. It made me scared, like why are they so nice to me? And I'm also surprised by how internationalized Bangkok city is. A lot of people say, yeah, Beijing is internationalized. I don't feel like Beijing is international at all. Well, if you go to some shopping mall, you will see some foreigners, but if you just walk in daily life basis, your neighborhood stuff, you won't see any foreigners. But in Bangkok, everywhere you go, foreigners. It's a beautiful thing for me. I can't tell you which experience might be better, traveling in Thailand or traveling in China. Since I'm born and raised in China, I'm way too familiar with China. I mean, there are a lot of places I haven't been. For example, Chongqing, Chengdu. I haven't been to Shanghai, surprisingly. I haven't been to Tibet, Xinjiang, Inner Mongolia. So I would say if you do have time, do both. Try to visit both. See it for yourself. Yeah, that's everything I want to say for this video. Try to knock it down under 10 minutes, but I don't think it's quite possible. If you're watching until now, I really appreciate that. And for 2025, I'm going back to Bangkok again, and also as Indonesia, Bali. I will be visiting Bali for the third time. I will be making the same video for Indonesia, Bali. I wish you guys all Happy New Year, 新年快乐 and 平安幸福. I'll see you guys in the next video.